back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your hand. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your hand. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your hand.
Hey guys, my name's James.
And I'm Ashley.
Last year we sold our house and we're traveling across the country with our kids.
Hi, my name's Goose, and this is Maverick. Come join us! Good. It's still vlogging. I don't know how to
Push the start button. Alright guys, they're working on fixing the tires right now. They've already got 2 of them done. They look so nice. ST235 ADR16. I believe these are a load range G, which gives us over 4,000 pounds per tire. So that's over 16,000 pounds we can have in here, which is well over what we're towing. So we no longer have to worry about pushing that limit, because we were right on the edge, if not over it, if I'm gonna be honest, of what the last tires were able to handle. So I'm very excited to get these on there. Very excited. It's a little disheartening seeing your trailer completely off the ground, but look at how simple that is. Just a couple leaf springs. I don't have any of the fancy suspension pieces in here. I do really want to get this reinforced and weld that together. I honestly don't remember what the parts are called, but you can get a little piece welded in here to help reinforce this, because sometimes if there's too much pressure it'll tweak it and bend. So there's an easy little fix to reinforce that, but we haven't done it yet. Being from the Pacific Northwest, I am very much a Les Schwab guy. That's just what we had up there, and I really love what Les Schwab stands for, and they're a massive company. But unfortunately there are no Les Schwabs in Moab. The closest thing I could find was a Point S, and there are various locations throughout the western part of the US. So because of that, I went with them. That way, if we have issues in one of the other western states, they can theoretically help us out there. That's one of the things I was looking for, because I know that mom and pop shops usually have great service, but if once you leave the town, you're on your own, you're done. Versus going with a big chain like this, I feel more comfortable knowing, okay, for the next year, if we're traveling around over here, at least we're in a state that has one of these Point S tire shops. So we'll see how their service goes comparatively to Les Schwab, but they got lots of good reviews online, so I'm hoping that they're just as reliable. But man, that makes me excited seeing those guys on there.
Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it. Put it in your hands. You're welcome. You don't even need to use the track. That's what she said. Ashley's amazing. She's way better than James, 'cause she is awesome sauce. Hey!
Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your hand. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your hand. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your hand. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your hand.
Totally random stop, completely unplanned. We're about 45 minutes north of where we're gonna camp outside of Bryce Canyon, and we all of a sudden see this sign that says childhood home of Butch Cassidy. So we're like, what? Is that for real? Ashley, as you guys know, is a big history buff, so anything historical she's excited about. By the way, it's really windy, so if you can't hear me, I am sorry. But look at this is hilarious.
Even with 2 jackets I'm breathing.
It's cold, huh? But there it is. So Mom, how does it feel to randomly find a historical stop on the side of the road?
So crazy, especially when it's like people that you read about or watch a movie about.
Think you used enough dynamite there, Butch?
let's go. Let's go explore the cabin. Go. I think it says it's still under restoration, so I don't know if this is like a new stop. It looks pretty new, but there's the cabin right there, and it looks like they're trying to refurbish it and get it as like a historical site. Looks like one, maybe it's their barn where they kept their horses. I don't know, it looks kind of finished to be a stable, to be honest. I don't know if this was a shed or what this was exactly. It's got hardwood floors though. I don't think that would be a stable. I think it's a secondary house maybe, or a shed of some sort.
I know.
What do you see, Mom?
They've got like their little house all put together. Oh, even like a picture. I think that's his dad, isn't it? Or is that him?
So they have the inside remodeled, but since it's the off season, it's all locked up. So you have to peep through the window to see inside. But they have like the stove and the kitchen. Yep, unfortunately all locked up for the off season, so we can't get inside, but that's totally random and kind of cool.
I'm freezing.
But it is probably like 35 degrees.
I'm freezing!
No, it's like 40, but the wind chill factor is a little.
It looks pretty, but it's freezing.
It's freezing.
Run, Mommy, it's cold!
The only time you'll ever catch me doing that.
Come on, bud. Come on. Good boy. Alright guys, we are only, like I said, about 45 minutes from our campsite. So it's time to finish our drive.
And stay warm.
Warm up our knuckles and get going. Alright, let's do this.
Warm up our faces.
We have made it to the Lucy Canyon Trailhead. This is some forest land that we found using the Allstays app, and I wasn't 100% sure what to expect when we were coming here because there weren't really any reviews or anything like that, but it did say it could handle rigs up to 45 feet, even said that it was big rig friendly. So we came here on a whim. I did see that there were some cool pictures and some trails back here to hike on, but I wasn't sure about parking. And it worked out pretty well. Just a warning, it is very, very limited parking. Our rig fit there. It's about as big as you want to be. It is about 36 feet long. And then just down the way from our trailer, there is this area here that's kind of like an open parking spot. There was a camper van here earlier when we first showed up. There's a nice little fire pit over there. And then it looks like there's room for one more trailer to back in here. I don't know if I would want to do it with ours, but if we had a travel trailer that was a little bit shorter in height, you could totally back in right there and park there. And that's about it for space. So there's really very limited parking here for camping. There is actually a toilet facility right there, so if you don't want to use yours, you can't poop in a hole over there. But I just love the fact that we are out here so remote, and we're only about 15 minutes out from Bryce Canyon, and it's completely free. If you haven't noticed, that's what we're all about this time around, is trying to utilize our new setup, utilize our Battleborn batteries, utilize our Zamp solar panels and our Victron inverter, and try and just take advantage of being out here. You probably can hear in the distance our generator is going because we didn't quite get enough sun today. But if you couldn't tell, I am digging our new sense of freedom. The fact that we can go to these remote places that we would never even try and do before. I mean, look at this. It's amazing. It is gorgeous. We would have never done anything like this before. But a warning, if you are coming out here, even with our Wii Boost, we're getting 3G and a tiny bit of LTE with Verizon. So I'm not sure how AT&T is out here, but just know it is kind of spotty cell service and pretty much nothing without the Wii Boost. Alright guys, me and Goose went out and braved the cold. It is like 44 degrees here to go explore and see what these trails have to offer. We just walked up the riverbed and now I think we're hiking back the trail. We are in the Dixie National Forest.
Dad, I think this leads back there.
It does. Go ahead, lead the way.
Are you sure?
Positive.
How do you know? You haven't even been down there.
Because your dad's a genius. What? Say that to my face.
Sometimes you don't even know.
Your dad is a genius and you know it.
Sometimes you don't even know anything.
This kid, she's 6. She's got the toot of a 13-year-old. This is a very unique environment. It's, I was thinking it was gonna be very similar to Moab as far as like desert barren, but it's actually quite green. I think these are juniper trees, but they're way greener than I was expecting. Kind of like Central Oregon in some parts, but it's a really...
Grass.
Say what?
But no grass.
No grass, that's right, there's no grass, but it's a really unique contrast of this green juniper up against the red cliff faces back there. It's pretty cool. So some of you might be confused as to why we changed our trailer tires and when we did it. If you guys wanted to learn more about tires and all those details, I actually made a whole video talking about that. You can check it out right there. But long story short is, they were the cheap Chinese tires that came on the trailer. We have circled the country more than once, well, 1.5 times. So it was time to replace them. We knew we were gonna have to do it, and for that peace of mind, that's why we decided to bite the bullet and get a nice heavy-duty load range G tire, so we are good to go. That's the long story made short. And last thing I wanted to cover before I close today's video is I wanted to talk about free camping spots a little bit. As I said earlier, this season has been all about boondocking, dry camping, whatever you want to call it, but trying to get to some of these beautiful and remote locations that you can get to for 100% free. So cool. I would say the #1 app we use to find these locations is Allstays. You've heard me talk about it before, but there are a couple other ones I wanted to mention. There's an app called iOverlander, which we just started using recently. Definitely not as in-depth as Allstays, but it's definitely a great app to use if you're trying to find boondocking spots. The majority of the places we've stayed have been BLM land, but like I said today, we are actually staying on forest land, and there are some spots in forest land that you can stay just like BLM land. It's a little more rigid because it is government owned versus like publicly owned land, but you can still camp there for free in those designated areas. And the last app I wanted to mention, actually I don't think there's an app, which is surprising, but Boondockers Welcome is a great resource that we just started learning about. I've heard of it a long time ago, but never really dove into it. But this app is amazing because it's literally other RVers opening up their property and allowing you to park on it. The best way I can describe it is think Airbnb for RVs, only they don't charge. It's just people letting you park there for free. And sometimes they even have water or some power for you to hook up to. That's the rarity, but sometimes they do. So I would say those are the top 3 things I would check out if you're looking into BLM land. Allstays, iOverlander, and Boondockers Welcome. Great resources. And then of course there are dozens and dozens of other apps out there, Compendium and all sorts of stuff you could check out, but those would be the top 3 that we use. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this new type of RVing we're doing this season. It is completely different for us. We're still getting out there and venturing, but the way we're doing it is so different. If you guys want to see how we made this switch happen, you can see our solar and battery bank upgrade video down there, I believe. But until next time guys, remember, stay positive, get out there, life is an adventure. So make some memories.